Hey guys, Jono here, and today I want to talk to you about 5 things that every filmmaker should have in their kit bag, all for under £20. Amongst all the glass and camera bodies in a typical gear bag, there are some basic things that should be in every single kit. Now I could ramble on about a whole range of different things, but today I'm just going to cover off 5 things that should find their way into your kit bag if they haven't already. And most importantly, they're all under £20 each. Also, just a note, I will be leaving links down in the description if any of you want to pick up any of this gear and have it in your kit bag. First off, something that I've talked about plenty enough on this channel before, and that is a 5-in-1 reflector. These things are always finding a use when I'm out filming, whether it's to diffuse some light, to bounce some light, even to use as a negative fill, or even just to use as a simple sunshade. These things are so versatile for the price, they should be in every kit bag, and I'm always taking it on every shoot with me. Secondly, it's a simple set of light clamps. These things are always in my kit bag and very rarely leave it. It's unbelievable the amount of times these things have saved the day whilst I've been on set. Whether it's to hold up a backdrop to a frame, a reflector to a light stand, or to simply hold some black wrap or some light gels, the list just goes on and on for the uses of these guys. I would highly recommend picking up a set if you can, because these can definitely save the day and they definitely belong in your kit bag. Thirdly is something a little less exciting but definitely serves a real important purpose. So let's say you've been out on a shoot and you've shot no end of footage on multiple SD cards. You get to the end of the day and you've just thrown them into your kit bag. You get back to offload the footage and you'll notice that you're missing one. And all that footage that you spent all day shooting has just vanished like that. Having an SD card case is just invaluable. It can keep all the SD cards in one place so you know exactly where they are. And the best thing is that this thing is shock proof and drop proof. So if you do happen to drop it, you know that your SD cards are going to be kept safe, and more importantly that your footage is going to be kept safe. Up next is something that you've probably got lying around somewhere but just didn't think about putting into your kit bag, and that's a USB power bank. These things can be absolutely invaluable to have when on a longer shoot. Most newer equipment can draw power from a USB socket, but when you're on location and you don't have access to a socket, use these power banks as the source of power. Instead of wasting loads of money on batteries and worrying if you're going to have to change them halfway through recording, plug in the power bank and I guarantee you'll get a full day's use. I personally use mine with the Tascam DR60D, and I do get pretty much a full day's use when using a power bank as the source of power. So I don't have to worry about changing batteries, so this thing now lives in my audio bag and is used every time whenever I get the Tascam out. Lastly, a grey card, and I think these go so underrated. Now I've only just started using one, but I can say so-heartedly that they are absolutely invaluable to have and really help, making it so much easier to get the perfect white balance. All you need to do is light your scene and then pop your camera into a custom white balance mode. Then just hold up the grey card into frame, take a snap, and then you're done. The camera will do everything else and will give you that perfect white balance for your scene. Plus the best part is about the one that I've got is it collapses down into a really small, handy, portable size. That way it can just live in your kit bag, so whenever you're out shooting and take the camera out, you know that you're going to be able to get perfect white balance every time. Now I do have to mention that this thing is currently sitting at £22 on Amazon, which is just over that threshold of the £20 mark that we're doing for this video. But I've had a look around and there are plenty of other options on there that are sitting under the £20 mark, so you don't necessarily have to get the one that I've got, but I just wanted to mention that in case you want to shout at me because it's sitting at over £20. So that brings us to the end of the list, and I really hope that you found this helpful and maybe even found some things that you haven't got in your kit bag at the moment. I can pretty much guarantee that you'd be using everything that I've mentioned today on every shoot, because I know that I am. But my name's Jono, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next week.